Alright, welcome back to the vlog. Gonna be honest, this one probably isn't going to be uh, the most well put together. Uh, Sorry, my radar detector's going off. Let me just unplug that. Because it's like, yeah, there's a million cops on the road because of construction or just other stuff, and then everyone panics because there's cops, even though we're already going like 20 under the speed limit. But is what it is. Yeah, no, I wanted to do a little bit more filming today, but honestly, it's just been a super busy day with work and doing openers and trying to get finished, packed up for the race. So yeah, just wasn't really able to film this morning. Just kind of needed to like focus and actually get what I need to get done, so I figured it would just result in a little bit longer of a talking section to open up the video. So to kind of recap, we are in part 2 now of the Sea Otter build video, and kind of the primary focus this week, or this part of the block, is going to be racing. We're heading up to Michigan right now to go race Melting Man. 58-mile race up in Vandalia, Michigan, just right across the border. We're actually still staying in Indiana tonight, just south of the border in Elkhart. So yeah, going with my dad. I keep saying we. I'm going with my dad. I'm meeting him there. I think he'll probably beat me there by a good amount, actually. But yeah, so him and I are racing. Looking forward to it. It's a race I've never done. It's kind of been something I've wanted to focus on a little bit more this year. It's kind of doing something different. That's why I'm pursuing the Grand Prix as a wild card. Going up to Sea Otter, doing this. Did Candy Stripe earlier in the year, earlier in the month. Like the last 4-ish years, I've basically done the same exact race schedule. Last year, yeah, we went out to Worlds, and then we did Ohio earlier in the year. But outside of that, it's been kind of the same goals and the same races, and I wanted to just change that up a little bit. And this presented itself. The weather's definitely not great. It's going to be pretty cold, but at least it should be dry. And so I figured, why not? Since I'm not going to Barrie this year, these roads are very similar, so still gives me a bit of the Michigan gravel touch. And yeah, I think it should be a good race. Some decent competition, which I think should be good. Kean, I forget his last name, but he's in the Grand Prix. He'll be there. He's a Traverse City boy, so he'll obviously be super strong. Juju and Derek, Indy boys, racing for Lads Racing Collective. They'll be there. I know Bissell's bringing a couple guys. Like it should still be a pretty good, pretty well contested race. So I'm looking forward to some good competition there, and I think it'll be a good test to see where we're at fitness wise. Candy Stripe, I think the legs were good, but I just raced so poorly and rode so poorly that it was kind of hard to really see what the race fitness was looking like. My intervals have been really good. Really haven't had a bad interval session, knock on wood, the last couple weeks, and that's always great to see. But at the end of the day, we're really just kind of graded on our race results, and seeing what the race fitness looks like and how we compare against others. This is kind of the perfect opportunity to do so. Still 3 weeks out from Sea Otter, so still plenty of time to make adjustments if we see need to. So yeah, right now that's kind of the current state of the plan. Like I said, we're 3 weeks out from Sea Otter racing this weekend. And then the next 2 weekends are going to be just really trying to, next 2 weeks, I should say, and weekends, like really just trying to fine tune everything. Last week going and doing the Brown County ride, and kind of really be able to see what kind of fatigue resistance I had, on a course that difficult was good. We'll see if we do that a little bit more here. I think that's the plan. A lot of it just kind of depends on weather and scheduling and stuff. But Good Friday coming out. That's coming up. That's a extra day off of work I get. That really allows me to do a bit more training. I think no secret that's kind of the biggest thing holding me back, in my opinion, is that I do have to work a full-time job. Even today, it's like it's just so hard to balance everything. You just quickly run out of time, and it just adds to stress, makes things difficult, but is what it is when you're not actually a pro. But yeah, you just kind of work with the hand you're dealt. But yeah, in terms of training, we'll have 2 full weeks to train after this and really dial everything in, and then we'll be heading out to California, and then you're obviously really not making a difference fitness wise. You're just getting recovered and tapered into the race. So yeah, realistically 2 big weeks left of training. The focus is going to be on that high-end efforts, the VO2, probably a lot of VO2 into like some tempo or sweet spot type workouts, just because I think that's going to be what the race is like. Just super hard, and then just kind of hard as you're trying to hold on, recovering in between efforts and climbs and stuff. So yeah, that'll be the primary focus in terms of training. And then in terms of non-racing stuff, bike-related stuff, the bike has been dropped off at the bicycle station, so I know we're still waiting on a couple parts to get here. Hopefully they're here soon, and then we'll be building it. So super excited to have Jesse and Trey build this one up for me. Planning on helping them out, doing a video with it. So stay tuned for that. I'm really hoping everything comes in early next week, so we can get it built and I can get a good week or so riding on it, get it broken in and everything, and shake it out and get it comfortable. And I mean, the nice thing is it's the same exact bike as my current Mach, so I'm running the same saddle, pedals, handlebars is a 1-piece versus 2, but still basically the same thing. Like, that'll be super nice. Don't have to worry about really getting a fit dialed in. Just got to put everything in the same position it was before. And so really excited for that. And then just kind of getting everything packed up and ready to go for California. Luckily, I've gotten pretty much everything I need. Just really a matter of getting organized and getting everything ready to go. So hopefully that goes smoothly. It's definitely been a hectic last couple of weeks. I'm hoping that craziness ends here soon, and I can kind of just start to relax and actually focus on the race weekend. It just feels like I've kind of been a chicken without his head, or chicken with his head cut off running around. So hopefully after this weekend, can just kind of really lock in and focus on that and be able to be ready for Sea Otter. This has been almost 10 minutes of me rambling so far. Like I said, don't really have too much as of right now. Just driving, got about 3 hours left. So I'll finish this drive. I'll try to record dinner, then a late night snack to finish up the carb load. Have been carb loading all day. Pancakes for breakfast. Had some toast and jam and some fruit snack. Some tofu and rice for lunch. Had another snack of some jelly beans on the way. Had to get the candy fix in there somehow. If I'm not at home to eat cereal, I might leave some candy on the way. And then, dinner will be some eggs and rice with a little bit of veggies, and then late night snack, I'd like some cream of rice with some oatmeal, and then some fruit in there too. So yeah, keep it pretty simple. So yeah, I guess for right now, I'll stop rambling because there's not much more for me to ramble about for the time being. I'll finish this drive. Hopefully it goes by smoothly, quickly, and then I will check in with you guys here a little bit later. So appreciate everyone who has stayed along for this ramble. Hopefully there's more enjoyable, engaging content here to finish it off. Alright, good morning. Race day. Sadly, I did not record last night. Got to the hotel, hung out with my dad a bit, had my dinner, just eggs and rice, and then had a little late night snack of just some cream of rice, a little bit of oatmeal, and then some fruit. And then this morning for breakfast, had pretty much the same thing, cream of rice with some banana, honey, some cereal, and then just a little bit of granola. Usually I would just do cereal, but actually got some of that, the Girl Scout cookie, like Samoa granola from Costco the other week. That was very good. Actually got a bag for my girlfriend that I forgot to bring her. So sorry, Kelby, for that. I guess I would just have another large bag to go through. But then yeah, there's that, and then I picked up a little quad shot from Starbucks. If you know me, you know I'm not a Starbucks guy, but got to do what you got to do when you're traveling. Not many places open this early, and also just not that many places here in Elkhart. So rocking the Starbucks quad shot. It's honestly just so cold that I didn't want the sheer amount of fluid of a Monster. And I also do have Monster in my bottle mixed with my Carbs fuel mix. So I'll have caffeine in my Monster in that, and then yeah, I'll have the caffeine from this. And then I did bring some caffeine gels on top of regular gels. My guess is I won't do a caffeine gel. I'll just run a normal gel during the race. But for the most part, most of my carbs will be coming from my bottles. I put 90 grams in each. Heated them up too. I mean, it's freezing here. I mean, my car shows 29 right now, and yeah, that's cold. So I actually heated them up before left the hotel. So I mean, they're not boiling by any means, but at least it's not going to be a freezing bottle. Maybe make it a little bit more appetizing to drink during the race. So yeah, as I said yesterday, this probably won't be the most exciting footage of a video. I don't think I'm going to record the race. Just too much to deal with. Trying to keep it recording, or only recording certain bits while also racing. So I know I've done it in the past with gravel. That was also a little bit lower key of a race. With this race, it still is quite important. So my main focus will be on the racing itself. But yeah, that's just kind of a quick ramble. Like I said, you're already gonna have 10-11 minutes of me rambling yesterday. Don't need to ramble too much pre-race. So driving to the venue right now, luckily only like 20 minutes away from the hotel. So we'll get there, get warmed up, and get ready to race. It's 7:17 right now. Green flag's at 9 a.m. So should get there with plenty of time to finish getting dressed and get a proper warm-up in before lining up and getting ready to go. So that's all I got for right now. I will probably not check in again until after the race. Maybe do a quick one pre-race, but most likely you will not see me until it's race recap time. So wish me luck. Even though by the time this video is on YouTube, the race will be well over. But I still appreciate any luck you guys throw my way. So I will finish my drive now, and I will catch you guys here in a few hours. Race is over. Wish I had something better to say than I was a bummer. Felt pretty good. It was pretty cold at the beginning of the race, but in terms of like actually how I felt, like it felt good. And then we had just hit Mann Road, which is kind of like the important section. Some pretty hard climbs through there, and made the initial split of like maybe 8 guys, and like really felt good. Didn't really feel like it even tested me that hard. Like I said, I felt
felt strong. And then I don't know if I hit a rock or a hole or necessarily what it was, but flatted the front, had a nice hole in it, and then burped the rear pretty bad. So the front went fully flat, and then the rear was down to like 12 or 13. I have like the little portable electric tire inflator, a tire pump, so it was like I could still see that there was nothing in there. So had to fix the front, which I'll tell you now, man, trying to pull tools out and fix a flat in freezing cold weather with gloves on, it's a pain. So I had to like rip my gloves off, get the plug out, plug it, refill both tires, and yeah, by the time like I was rolling again, it's like it was over. I mean, probably it was like 4 minutes down at that point, and yeah, surprisingly there was like no one. I mean, after I got dropped, after I pulled over to fix it, it's like no one really passed me, and then I never really just saw anyone again. Like, I was just kind of stuck in no man's land then for the second half of the race, and still tried to like push pretty hard and like still kind of test the fitness a bit, but it was a bit of a bummer to not be able to like really see how we're doing fitness wise and race pace wise. Like, yeah, you can feel fine riding by yourself, but when you have other guys throwing attacks and stuff, like that's really when you're able to kind of see how you are. So yeah, definitely a bummer in that sense that essentially the main reason why I did this race in the first place didn't get to really test and see. So it sucks. It is what it is. I mean, I think in terms of working on just getting back in the swing of racing, like just overall pre-race morning, the night before, breakfast routine, warm-up routine, all that stuff, like it was still good to be able to check all that stuff and test fueling and everything. But yeah, just a bummer. It's been a tough last couple of races. This one just kind of, it is what it is. Candy stripe didn't go my way. Gravel had similar issues, and yeah, it's just honestly been a tough last couple of races. And it's hard because it feels like I've had a good winter season, good training season. Like I feel like I'm in a good spot, but just haven't had, not even necessarily luck, it's just things haven't gone my way. And yeah, when you're 3 weeks out now from biggest race of the year, in reality, obviously Unbound's my biggest race, but it's like for Unbound to really matter, I need to have a good Sea Otter. And so I've put a lot of pressure on myself to have a good Sea Otter, and yeah, it's not great to not feel like you're going in at your best, even though like I in a way I feel like I'm my strongest, but it's like I don't really know. I haven't had a great race season lately, and yeah, that's is an interesting headspace to be in right now, and don't really know what to think at the moment. But yeah, is what it is. I'm just trying to control what I can control and do what I can, and yeah, we'll see. Yeah, got 3 weeks now until Sea Otter. Heading to Chicago right now for the night, and then for tomorrow to hang out with my girlfriend. I think it'll be a good kind of mental reset before really have to kind of become a monk heading into Sea Otter. So yeah, I think it'll be good to enjoy the city a little bit and hang out with her to kind of give a bit of a mental reset after a frustrating weekend, but nothing that I haven't gone through before. And I know it won't set me back as long as I don't let it. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Keep after it. I guess there's only, we got 3 weeks. It's still a lot of time to get things figured out and ready to go for Sea Otter. So yeah, sadly, this really won't be a very fun vlog to watch. It's just going to be a lot of me talking, just because I haven't gotten really footage of anything else, just because there hasn't really been too much footage of other stuff. So maybe this will be a interesting one for people to get, more of a inside look on the mindset of a wannabe pro when things aren't going your way. So I'm gonna finish driving, maybe grab a quick bite to eat or something. I had a wrap that I'd made, but definitely could still eat some more. So yeah, maybe I'll stop on my way. But yeah, appreciate everyone who's stuck around to just literally listen to me ramble for probably like a 25-minute video with really nothing else fun to watch. So part 3 will be better. We'll get some more ride footage and more training footage. Got a good week of training planned for next week, so it'll be a bit more enjoyable of a watch. So appreciate everyone who's tuned in so far, stayed around this one, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. Better videos to follow, I promise. But yeah, until next time, thanks for watching.